Welcome to the Deep Dive, where we take your stack of sources, articles, research, our own notes, and really dig out the most important nuggets of knowledge or insight.
That's the plan.
Today, we're plunging into the exciting and, rapidly evolving world of electrified vehicles. We're specifically focusing on CHERY's brand new Super Hybrid, or CSH, lineup right here in Malaysia.
A very timely topic.
Absolutely. If you've been curious about the shift to greener cars, but maybe feel a bit overwhelmed by all the different acronyms floating around EV, HEV, PHEV, NEV, well, you are definitely not alone.
It's a lot to track.
It really is, and the technology moves so fast. So our mission today is to cut through that jargon, give you the clear picture of what CHERY's bringing to the table, and help you understand what truly matters. Okay, let's unpack this.
That's right. And it's an incredibly relevant deep dive, especially for us here in Malaysia. The nation has a very clear vision for electrified mobility, with strong pushes for green initiatives and a clear target of carbon neutrality by 2050. This isn't just talk either.
Yeah.
It's backed by significant policies like the National Automotive Policy 2020, the National Energy Policy 2022-2040, and the Low Carbon Mobility Blueprint 2021-2023. These are actively shaping the whole automotive landscape.
So real policy driving this change.
Exactly. Now, before we dive into CHERY's specific offerings, let's quickly clarify those terms you hear so often. They're kind of central to understanding what CHERY's doing.
Good idea. Let's break them down.
Okay. So an EV, electric vehicle, is pretty straightforward. It's fully electric, powered only by a battery and an electric motor. No petrol engine at all.
Simple enough.
Then we have HEV, the hybrid electric vehicle. This one combines a petrol engine with an electric motor and a smaller battery.
Okay.
Typically, the engine primarily acts as a generator, but both can drive the vehicle. Think of it as a stepping stone, maybe. CHERY's new Tigo Cross Hybrid, which we'll talk about first, is a perfect example.
Got it. HEV.
Moving up, there's the PHEV, or plug-in hybrid electric vehicle. These also use both the petrol engine and an electric motor, but they feature a much larger battery.
Ah, the plug-in part.
Precisely. You can charge it externally, just like an EV. That gives them a significant electric-only range before they switch over to, well, traditional hybrid mode. We'll be looking at the exciting new Tigo 7 and Tigo 8 PHEVs from CHERY later on.
Okay, so PHEV means bigger battery, plug-in charging, more EV range.
You got it. And finally, NEV, or New Energy Vehicle, is just a broader umbrella term. It covers all of these EVs, PHEVs, other non-traditional fuel vehicles too.
Right.
So at the core of today's deep dive is CHERY's Super Hybrid, or CSH, technology. This isn't just a new badge or, a minor tweak. No.
Yeah.
CHERY describes it as a genuine breakthrough in NEV tech. It's the result of over 2 decades of dedicated R&D, actually starting way back in 2001.
Wow, 2001. That's a serious long-term commitment.
It really is.
2 decades of R&D is a significant investment for CHERY. So how much of that investment, in your view, truly translates into a tangible competitive advantage for you, the consumer, in Malaysia, especially when we look at established players, because that's what matters. Right.
Absolutely. And CHERY is starting strong here in Malaysia. Leading the charge from this CSH family is the CHERY Tigo Cross. It launched just recently, early July, making quite a splash by positioning itself as the most affordable hybrid in Malaysia.
Okay, the most affordable hybrid. That's a big claim. Definitely grabs attention.
It does, and it targets, young and first-time car buyers. Could be a new go-to car for many.
Okay, so the Tigo Cross sounds like a serious contender on paper, especially with that tag. But what I'm curious about, and I imagine our listeners too, is how these two powertrain options, the 1.5L turbo and the 1.5L hybrid, really stack up head-to-head.
Good question.
What are the practical differences a buyer needs to think about? Performance and, crucially, efficiency.
That's the key comparison, isn't it? It really comes down to your driving habits. The 1.5L turbo variant has a 4-cylinder engine paired with a 6-speed dual-clutch gearbox. Fuel consumption is rated at 6.3 liters per 100 kilometers.
Okay, 6.3L 100 kilometers for the turbo.
Now, the 1.5L hybrid, using that CHERY CSH tech, this is where things get truly interesting. It's noticeably more powerful.
How much more?
It delivers 204 horsepower and 310 newton meters of torque. But here's the kicker. It boasts better fuel consumption, 5.4 liters per 100 kilometers.
Wow, so more power and better fuel economy. 5.4. That's quite a difference from 6.3.
It is. Both are front-wheel drive. Both have a 51-liter fuel tank. But CHERY claims the hybrid can actually achieve up to 1,000 kilometers on a single tank.
1,000 kilometers. Seriously.
That's the claim.
A 1,000-kilometer range on a single tank isn't just a number. For many in Malaysia, that means you could drive from KL to Penang and back.
Right, or even down to Singapore and back.
Without a single refuel.
Yeah.
It virtually eliminates any range anxiety for long-distance trips, which is a common concern even for hybrids. That's a huge real-world benefit for our listener.
It truly is. And drive modes. The hybrid gives you eco and sport. The turbo adds a normal mode on top of those two.
Okay. What about size and just, practicality?
Right. Size-wise, the Tigo Cross is nearly identical in dimensions to the Proton X50.
Ah, good reference point.
Yeah. And it's actually larger than rivals like the Honda WRV and Nissan Kicks.
Bigger than the WRV.
Okay. So this means, well, you get good space. More than enough for a compact daily workhorse, especially for city driving. And the rear section, surprisingly roomy.
Good to know. Boot space. Always important.
Respectable, too. 380 liters in the turbo and 350 liters in the hybrid.
Slightly less in the hybrid.
Yeah, a slight reduction due to the battery, but still quite practical. What's clever is that even with the hybrid battery taking up some space, CHERY managed to keep room for a space-saver spare tire.
Oh, that is clever. Many hybrids lose the spare entirely.
Exactly. Now, despite that affordable price tag, the Tigo Cross is really packed with features, and both variants are almost identically spec'd.
Really? So you get a lot even on the base turbo?
You do. Standard stuff includes full LED lighting, front and back, dual-zone aircon with rear vents.
Rear vents, nice.
Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, a wireless charger, a 360-degree camera display, and dual 10-inch displays for infotainment and the driver's instruments.
Wireless CarPlay and Android Auto standard. Plus a 360 camera. That's pretty generous for this price point.
It really is. Features you often find in much pricier cars. Makes it quite a value proposition.
Okay, so what are the differences between the variants, spec-wise?
They're subtle, but worth noting. The turbo gets 18-inch wheels. The hybrid comes with 17-inch wheels.
17's on the hybrid.
Which, as a practical bonus, are far cheaper when you need to replace tires.
Uh-huh. Good point. Cheaper tires.
The hybrid also adds a few exclusive perks, additional lumbar support for the driver's seat, and 7 airbags compared to 6 in the turbo.
7 airbags in the hybrid. Okay. Safety is always a top concern. You mentioned a 5-star ANCKP rating for the turbo model earlier.
Yeah.
What does that mean for our listener in terms of real-world confidence? Does that rating carry over to the hybrid, even with the battery pack?
That's an excellent point. The 5-star Australian NCAP score for the turbo isn't just a badge, it's a testament to CHERY's foundational engineering. It suggests a really robust safety platform that carries across the lineup.
So peace of mind, basically.
Exactly. Peace of mind for you, knowing the vehicle's been rigorously tested against tough international benchmarks. And yes, while the hybrid hasn't been individually ANCAP tested, the core structure and safety systems are fundamentally the same.
Plus the extra airbag.
Plus that 7th airbag, and exclusive safety features like rear collision warning with braking and door opening warning. Both variants already include adaptive cruise control, lane departure warning, blind spot monitor, forward collision warning, rear collision warning, and autonomous emergency braking.
Wow, that's a very comprehensive safety suite for this segment. Impressive.
It really is. Now, pricing and warranty. The Tigo Cross Turbo starts from RM88,000. The Tigo Cross Hybrid starts from RM99,000.
Under RM100K for the hybrid.
Okay. And early bird customers for both get 2 years of free service,
Great.
but the warranty is where it gets really exceptional.
Oh, yeah.
The hybrid system, that's the batteries, motor, control unit, is covered by an 8-year, 160,000 kilometer warranty.
8 years, 160,000 kilometers.
Yeah.
On the hybrid parts.
Yep. And the general vehicle warranty is 7 years or 150,000 kilometers. And that even includes unlimited towing for the same duration.
Unlimited towing for 7 years. That's unusual.
It's a strong statement.
That's an incredibly comprehensive package, especially at that price point.
Yeah.
And that 8-year hybrid warranty is certainly eye-catching. But for a new brand entering this competitive market, is offering such a strong package sustainable? Or is there maybe a catch our listeners should be aware of? Or perhaps something CHERY is leveraging to gain market share?
That's a fair question. Look, every market entry has its strategies, right? But this extended warranty and competitive pricing seem to be CHERY's direct approach. They want to build trust and show confidence in their tech.
So less of a short-term gimmick, more long-term commitment.
It certainly looks that way. It doesn't feel like just a fleeting promotional offer. So what this all means for you is that this entry-level hybrid from CHERY offers a really compelling blend of value, advanced features, and practicality. For daily city driving, with its compact size and fuel efficiency.
Yeah, it seems like a strong contender.
And like you said, that huge range on the hybrid could make even longer weekend trips much more comfortable, less stressful.
Definitely.
Okay, so if the Tigo Cross is Chery's bold statement that hybrids can be affordable and feature-packed,
Yeah.
then the Tigo 7 and Tigo 8 Super Hybrid PHEV models are the next chapter, where Chery unleashes its most advanced tech.
Absolutely. These are the cutting-edge models, and they are now available for viewing and even test driving here.
Already available to check out. Good.
Yes. The PHEV versions of the Tigo 7 and 8 are built on a more advanced iteration of the CSH platform. At its heart is a 1.5-liter turbocharged dedicated hybrid engine.
Dedicated hybrid engine, so designed specifically for hybrid use.
Exactly. And it boasts an impressive thermal efficiency of 44.5%. 44.5%. Remind us why that number is significant.
Right. It indicates how much of the fuel's energy is actually converted into useful work, not wasted as heat. 44.5% is incredibly high for a production engine. It means you're getting maximum power and fuel economy from every drop of petrol. Less waste.
Okay, maximum efficiency.
And when this engine is combined with the high-efficiency electric motor, the system delivers a formidable combined output. 347 PS and 525 nanometers of torque.
Whoa! 347 PS, 525 nm. That's serious performance territory.
It is. And what's fascinating, too, is the transmission. It features a stepless super hybrid DHT.
DHT, you mentioned that earlier, dedicated hybrid transmission.
Yep, exactly. Dedicated hybrid transmission. And stepless is the key part here. It means you won't feel any gears shifting.
Like a CVT, but for a hybrid.
Sort of, but specifically designed for hybrid power management. It's an incredibly smooth, uninterrupted acceleration, like a continuous flow of power. And with 98.5% mechanical efficiency, almost all the engine's power is getting to the wheels. Very efficient transfer.
Smooth and efficient power delivery. Sounds good. Now, I'm genuinely curious about the battery technology. You mentioned some extreme global safety challenge tests, a 7-car stack, submerging in seawater. What's the story behind these tests? And what real-world confidence should they give someone worried about EV or PHEV battery durability, especially with our heat and occasional floods?
That's a critical question because battery safety is paramount, right? These PHEV models use a high-capacity lithium iron phosphate battery, LFP, with an 18.3 kilowatt-hour capacity. Now, this battery is IP68 certified.
IP68. Top rating for dust and water.
Exactly. Think of IP68 as the highest civilian rating for protection against elements. It's completely sealed against dust and can withstand being submerged in water up to 1 meter deep for extended periods.
1 meter deep.
And combine that with its ability to resist temperatures up to 95 degrees Celsius, you've got a battery engineered for demanding real-world Malaysian conditions, hot weather, occasional flash floods. It's designed for it.
95 degrees, that's almost boiling.
It shows the thermal resilience. And yes, Chery has truly pushed the boundaries with these extreme global safety challenge tests. In China, Tigo 9 PHEV CSH vehicles went through spiral rollovers, head-on collisions, that 7-car stack test, 55-kilometer side intrusions, a 4.9-meter vertical drop.
A 4.9-meter drop.
Yep, and even 720 hours of salt spray exposure. The batteries held up. Then, in Indonesia, to show tropical flood resilience, CSH batteries were fully submerged in a 1-meter deep seawater tank for over 53 hours.
53 hours underwater, in seawater.
And after that extreme test, one was refitted into a Tigo 8 PHEV CSH and driven, showcasing exceptional sealing and durability. It reminds me of the time my old car stalled in a needy puddle. No chance that would happen here.
That's incredible testing. Really puts the tech through its paces. How many manufacturers do that kind of extreme real-world simulation? Gives genuine peace of mind.
It really does. Now, range. These PHEVs truly address that anxiety. They offer a combined driving range of up to 1,200 kilometers.
1,200 kilometers combined.
Yes. Significantly easing any worries about long trips. And for purely electric driving, they can achieve up to 90 kilometers on EV-only power.
90-kilometer electric range.
Right.
That covers most daily commutes. Easily.
For most people, absolutely. Without using a drop of petrol, the exact test cycle wasn't disclosed, but it's still ample.
Okay. And charging. How quick is it?
Quite flexible. You can use a 40-kilowatt-hour DC fast charger to get from 30% to 80% in just 19 minutes.
19 minutes. That's really fast. Like a coffee break charge.
Perfect for a quick stop on a long journey. With 6.6 kilowatt AC charging, say, at a mall or office, it takes about 3 hours for 30% to 80%.
Still pretty practical.
And for overnight home charging, a standard 3-point plug can take it from 10% to 100% in about 8.5 hours.
So plenty of options. Good. You mentioned updates, too. not just under the hood.
Correct. Both the Tiggo 7 and Tiggo 8 PHEV CSH models feature significant updates. The Tiggo 7 PHEV CSH has received a proper facelift. New headlamps, new rims, redesigned front grille and bumper, new taillights, tailgate, diffuser. It looks quite refreshed.
A good visual update then.
And the Tiggo 8 PHEV CSH gets even more substantial updates inside and out.
Oh, like what?
Exterior. New front headlamps, new grille, new bumper, new rims, new tailpipes, new diffuser. And quite unusually for a facelift, it gets hidden door handles.
Hidden door handles, that's a premium touch.
It is. Sleek. Inside, the changes are even more pronounced. There's a new, large, 15.6-inch infotainment unit.
15.6 inches. Huge.
A new instrument panel, updated seat materials, a redesigned center console, new steering buttons, and a new gear selector stock.
To a major interior overhaul.
Completely reimagined center console, actually. It has a rotary gear selector now, space for 2 smartphones, and one slot even has an air-cooled wireless charger.
Air-cooled wireless charger. Fancy. Keeps the phone cool.
Yep. All these innovations are underpinned by what CHERY calls the 4 pillars of CSH: high energy efficiency, high performance, high safety, and high intelligence. The whole system uses intelligent energy management, adapting seamlessly between electric and hybrid modes. Meaning it aims for reduced emissions and maximum fuel savings, all while optimizing power delivery for you, the driver.
That's certainly a lot of impressive technology.
Right.
But sometimes, with so much advanced tech, there's a learning curve for drivers, right?
Mm-hmm.
How intuitive are these systems? Especially for someone moving from a standard petrol car.
That's a fair point.
Are they designed to just work in the background, making it seamless? Or do drivers need to actively manage energy use?
That's a fair point to raise. What's crucial here is that while the underlying tech is complex, the user experience is designed to be, well, intuitive.
Okay.
That intelligent energy management system. It handles the seamless switching between electric and hybrid modes automatically in the background. You don't need to be an expert in power flows or anything.
So you just drive it like a normal car.
Pretty much. You just drive, and the car optimizes for efficiency and performance. Of course, the big infotainment unit offers deeper controls if you want to explore them, but the core driving experience, it's designed to be as straightforward as any conventional car, just with better fuel economy and lower emissions.
Okay, that makes sense. Seamless transition is key for adoption. So, to bring it all together, CHERY's new lineup in Malaysia truly seems to offer a comprehensive solution, a wide range for diverse needs.
It looks that way.
From traditional petrol models to the HEV like the Tiggo Cross, and now these advanced PHEV models in the Tiggo 7 and 8, CHERY is really positioning itself to cater to almost everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you're focused on city driving, eco-conscious commuting, or you need the confidence for long-distance travel, they seem to have an option. And for you, the listener, that means potential savings on fuel, contributing to a greener environment, and getting advanced features, all at competitive price points.
Absolutely. And really the best way for you to truly understand and appreciate this technology is to experience it firsthand.
Get behind the wheel.
Exactly. We highly encourage you to visit a CHERY flagship outlet. For example, Lesydear in Bukit Puchong is a great place to see them. Get up close with these hybrids.
See them in the metal.
Take them for a test drive. Feel that seamless power delivery. Check out the advanced features for yourself. And you can also pre-order these models now to take advantage of early bird bonuses.
Pre-orders open now with bonuses. Good tip.
Definitely an opportunity not to be missed if you're considering your next vehicle.
And as Malaysia races towards its green mobility goals, what excites you most about the future of driving? And how might these new hybrid technologies like CHERY CSH really bridge the gap for more widespread adoption, pushing us further down the road to an electrified future? Something to think about.